Namaste, viewers. Welcome to Gnan Degula channel. Today we will try to understand the meaning of Kāmakāmī. Kāmakāmī, the pleasure seeker, it means. And let us try to understand the layers beyond this pleasure seeker surface. This Kāmakāmī word is quite often understood simply as a pleasure seeker, someone who desires. That is, one who chases objects or experiences for sensual or emotional gratification. But the deeper understanding, this Kāmakāmī is much more nuanced and carries several philosophical significance. Let's go through one by one. The literal meaning is Kāmaḥ ichchāshaktihi. Kāmaḥ is the will or desire, and Kāmī is the one who holds or pursues it. Kāmaḥ ichchāshakti. So Kāmakāmī is one who desires desire, showing a layered craving, not just one for one object, but for the experience and repetition of desiring itself. It's a repetitive thing also. So, in the deeper spiritual problem is, it is craving for craving. In the Kathopanishad and Bhagavad Gita, desire is not condemned. In itself, it is not condemned. But its compulsive pursuit is, the pursuit, compulsiveness, that is condemned. A Kāmakāmī becomes enslaved to repeated cycles of longing. This is once or twice, it's okay, but a repeated cycles, Kāma esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhavaha. This is desire, this is anger. This is born out of rajoguna. Kāma esha, krodha esha, both Kāmaḥ, krodha, rajoguna samudbhavaha. This is the thing which is said in Bhagavad Gita. So, here the Kāmakāmī is locked in this samsara, locked in this thing, because they do not desire to end desiring. He does not, he has no intention to end this desire. So it is like, they are trapped in a loop. The loop is attachment, effort to get that attachment, then frustration if you don't get it, and then repeated, of course, birth and death, because we believe in this cycle of karma, birth and death, it is repeated birth. This is how it is seen. Now, if you look at the philosophical angle, it is like addiction to wanting. It is not just a hedonist. Kāmakāmī is not an hedonist, but an archetype for emotional dependency. Ancient psychology, Indian psychology, found in works like Yoga Vasishta, points out that Kāmakāmī mrugayate mrugatrishnaameva jalam. He chases, the pleasure seeker chases desires. Like a deer, chasing the mirage. It wants water, it runs and runs. It may not get that thing, but it runs. That is chasing. He or she becomes addicted not just to objects, but to the very act of longing also. Always discontented, always seeking, always under pressure to get it. This is Kāmakāmī mrugayate mrugatrishnaameva jalam. Now, what is there is a contrast in this dharmic life. Karma yogi and then Kāmakāmī. See, there is two words. The karma yogi, he acts without selfish desire. He doesn't desire anything. He just simply does, that's all. He performs duties as an offering It is like giving. Whereas the Kāmakāmī acts for his personal gain. It is personal, this is not for me, like this. He keeps doing things. So this is nishkama karma, that is action without desire. The other one is sakama karma, action motivated by desire, for selfish motivation, selfish motivation. So the Kāmakāmī is bound by sakama karma, which accrues karma and keeps the jiva in bondage. This is how it is seen. Whereas in the nishkama karma, he is not bound by that. He is released of this bondage. So now, transformation of Kāmakāmī, the role of bhakti and gnana, we will try to understand from this angle. Very interestingly, the bhakti tradition, in the Narada Bhakti Sutra, it offers a path of sublimation. It offers not suppression. Even a Kāmakāmī also, if he redirects himself, if he changes the path, their intense desire towards what? Towards the divine, God seeking, it can be transformed. Kāmāt, bhayāt, snehat, hari priyate nanyatha. Harim priyate nanyatha. That means, whether through desire, whether through bhayat, fear, whether through sneha, that is love. See, many people, we go to temple, we go to out of bhaya bhakti, we say, bhaya bhakti inda devarige namaskara madu. Out of bhaya, out of fear, bhakti, out of love. All these things, desire, fear, love, whatever you do, Hari priyate na anyatha. Hari is pleased. He will be pleased. Liberation comes, not from any other thing. This is this is what is meant by Kāmāt bhayāt snehat. Harim priyate nanyatha. In this view, God becomes the ultimate Kāma, and the Kāmakāmī becomes a bhakta. See how this is turned as a bhakta. So there is one more, tantric view where harnessing desire, in tantra, especially the Vama Marga, they call it, the left hand, it's not left hand, Vama Marga practices. Here Kama is not rejected. It is rather harnessed. Kama is harnessed. Kāmaḥ Shivaha. Desire is Shiva. This is how it is seen. Here the Kāmakāmī may channel intense craving towards transcendence. Though this path is subtle and requires spiritual maturity, it's very, it's a great thing. In the tantric view, desire is Shiva. So, to summarize, Kāmakāmī is the journey of the soul. Basically, it is pleasure driven. It is stuck in cycle, emotional, addicted to wanting, seeks joy, not fulfillment. Reflective dissatisfaction arises, seeks answer. In spiritual desires, God, freedom becomes sadhaka. That's all. Liberated, once liberated, transcends desires, abides in self-atman. This is, to conclude, Kāmakāmī is not merely a pleasure seeker. He or she is a symbol of the human soul, bound in the, web, bounding that, this thing, Jadra Bale, we call it, no? He is bound in that web of desires, but also capable of transformation through insight, devotion and conscious redirection of desires. As Mandukya Upanishad also says, Parahi Vidya Yena Atma Prapya Na Shochati. That is, the higher knowledge by which the self is known, or no more sorrow remains. This is how. Yes, with this conclusion, we conclude the meaning of Kāmakāmī. I hope this was quite informative and then quite useful. Please like, share and then subscribe to my channel. Thank you viewers for your valuable time in listening to this. Thank you.